You're listening to the One Man Show Network.
Welcome to the MMA Fight Picks Podcast with your host, Aaron Weinbaum.
All right,
Please remember to support the podcast. Please remember to support the podcast.
Oh, wow. We are having some major technical difficulties here all of a sudden, but I think we're back. Holy moly. Sorry about that. Welcome to another edition of the MMA Fight Picks Podcast. I am your host, Aaron Weinbaum. I guess I'll have to remember to edit that out later. My bad. That was crazy. So sometimes these things we do in rehearsal don't exactly go as planned when you go live. So I apologize. Pablo, it's great to see you as well. Thank you so much. I think I'm going to have to reset my graphics server here real quick, but that's okay. Yes, I've been busy on another channel, so I have not gotten to broadcast so much on here. Thanks to the new Call Me Al podcast with Al Iaquinta. The best way to do that was to not broadcast from my channel so much was to it's not really my podcast. It's something I co-host with somebody else. So it was to put it on somebody else's channel. I need the lock of the night, Rafa. I don't know if I got a lock of the night, my friend. We shall see. We shall see. But yes, it is good to see everyone. And thank you for the award even. Wow, Rafa. Very good. Robert Glaser, very good. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that threw me off a bit. Let's Call Me Al will be on tonight. A later time. I'm trying to think. Usually 6 p.m. Eastern. Tonight it will be on 8 p.m. No. Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern. 7 o'clock my time. So yes, Call Me Al for sure. Special. Don't mind laying odds to get any luck. All right, guest. I don't know if we have any guests or not, Notorious Stylebender, but it'll be chock full of goodness, as it always is. So I guess this is yeah. So I forget that early on, some people from the Call Me Out podcast followed my Haps account. So yeah, I don't do it from this account anymore. There's its own. I will tag it here in the comments. So if you would like to listen to Al Iaquinta later, it's just at Call Me Al Show. So thank you, Styles, for the love. And I'm trying to tag, but it's not working out. So heck, I'm having all kind. I better get all this shit out of my system now. Before I do the Iaquinta podcast, because we all know if I start blowing this, he may rage. He may rage. He may rage out. And we don't want that. Or maybe you do want that. I don't know. There it is. So there's the tag for that. So everyone that's following me, follow that as well. All right. To the fights. If I can hold it together for a minute here. And if you'd like to help me pick fights, that's awesome as well. We're doing UFC Vegas 37 as well as Bellator, I believe 266. And I'm not doing all the fights for Bellator. It's just kind of the one that interests me. Not Anthony Johnson, for God's sakes. Yoel Romero and Phil Davis. So perfect. And wherever you do find me, as long as I keep doing this podcast, I don't know how much longer I'll be able to do both podcasts. I may switch this Haps channel over to kind of my other side gig is helping people get started with podcasts and broadcasts and all that. But as long as I'm still here, give me a sub if you don't care. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get to it, shall we? And I do have odds, Rafi, if Rafa rather. All right. So the main card for the main event for this weekend is Anthony Smith, Ryan Spann. First up, we're going to pick Pannie, Kianzad, and Raquel Pennington in the Bantamweight division. So let's take a look at Pannie first. She's been on a little winning streak here. Alexis Davis, Ciara Eubanks, Betch Korea, Jessica Rose Clark, or Jessie Jess, as you may know her, hasn't lost since Julia Avelia back in 2019. So good for her. And of course, Raquel Pennington. I believe she sent Miesha Tate into retirement the first time, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she did back in 2016, but then she went on a bit of a skid, losing to Amanda Nunes, losing to Germaine Renee. Has a win over Irene Aldana, had lost to Holly Holm, but just recently beat Marion Renault, who is now, I believe, retired thanks to Miesha Tate. So let's take a look at the odds, shall we? And are we not showing odds? No, come on. Really? No odds on this? Help me out, Rafa. I can't find the odds. Here we go. Near even. So Raquel Pennington's slice favorite here at minus 130, but not a lot of plus money on Pannie Kianzad at plus 110. I like the plus money on this one. I like Pannie. She's just been on a better streak lately, and if it's a strength of schedule game, I'd bet on Raquel Pennington, but I do like Pannie Kianzad in this fight. All right, let's go. Joaquin Buckley taking on Antônio Arroyo, and you may recall James Krause wants a piece of Buckley, but James Krause isn't here tonight. So let's just go over, after some crazy wins here, the jumping spinning back kick back in October of last year, and then beats another guy with hooks, Jordan Wright, but loses to Alessio de Chirico back in January. We haven't seen him since. Let's take a look at Antônio Arroyo. Of course, I'm sorry, this fight does take place at welterweight, I believe. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, middleweight. My bad. Middleweight, not welterweight. Middleweight. Okay, so Arroyo just lost to Daron Wynn. For that, loses to Andre Muniz. Does have only one win on the Contender Series, so 2 wins in the Contender Series. Sorry, so no real official UFC wins outside of the Contender Series. Man, I'd like to think they're teeing this one up for Buckley, and I bet they are. Yeah, minus 200, Joaquin Buckley, plus 170 underdog for Arroyo. I would not put money on this. I wouldn't put your money on this. I think Buckley's going to win. If Buckley doesn't, he needs to rethink his life choices. Iwan Cutelaba taking on Devin Clark. So, Iwan, you just came and, he's all of a sudden he's won. Nope, I got the wrong guy. Why does this always happen? Okay, sorry, he just lost to Magomed Ankalaev. So he's lost to him twice now. The first one was somewhat controversial. The second time was he put a stomp on it. So before that, he has a win against Khalil Roundtree, and then a loss, of course, to Glover Teixeira way back in 2019. Let's take a look at Devin Clark. He got beat by Anthony Smith in that fight. I thought he would win. I was kind of fooled by Anthony Smith's previous performances. I think that was mainly a lot due to that break-in in his house and whatnot. But before that, he has wins over Alonzo Menafield and Daquan Townsend, and a loss to Ryan Stan. So let's see what the odds have to say. I'd say, I am having a lot of technical issues. I got to get this shit out of my, oh my gosh. I got to get this out of my system now. Before the big, see, this is why I do these things on the side, All right, minus 145 favorite for Iwan Cutelaba. Devin Clark plus 115 even. Do I go the plus money here? I don't know, because I think their schedules are pretty even. Anthony Smith was a big test for Devin Clark, but he didn't really answer the call. Geez, this is a pick 'em. I don't think the odds are right, but I'm going to go with Devin Clark in this one. So yes, I like the plus money. It's not a lot of plus money in this one. The main event of the evening, Anthony Lionheart Smith taking on Ryan Spann. So all of a sudden, we're back to 2-up. Jimmy Crute, Devin Clark wins by Anthony Smith. Before that, he loses to Alexander Rakic, Glover Teixeira, but really looked good against Alexander Gustafsson, choking him out in round 4. But that was back in 2019. And, Rakic, I don't know about that one, man, because he said Rakic was awfully strong for him. He said that after the fight. And even if he does beat Ryan Spann, I don't know what his future holds with guys like Rakic. So we'll see. Ryan Spann, on the other hand, just fought not too long ago, right? Let me double check here. Yeah, Misha Serkinov. That's right. I guess it was March. It feels like a long time ago, but it's not. Or not that long ago, but it was. Loses to Johnny Walker. Wins against Sam Alvey, Devin Clark, Nogueira. So these go way back. Let's see what the odds may be here. Anthony Smith, Ryan Spann. Anthony Smith, the minus 170 favorite, a plus 140 underdog for Ryan Spann. I tend to think I like Anthony Smith in this. We'll see what happens. Now, Bellator. Let's just take a look at this whole card because I'm not really picking the whole card. But let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Bellator for me. I mean, Phil Davis, God love the guy. He's been around forever. I don't know, man. Let's see here. Let's read what other matches. I got the wrong card here. Oh, here we go. Is there really any other matches that interest me? Maybe Georgie Karakhanyan, but Neiman Gracie, Mark Lemons, or not really. So I'm just going to go to the main event here. Phil Davis taking on Yoel Romero. All right. So let's just take a look here. Just refresh this because a lot of these are not been coming down. Yoel, first of all, has not fought since the UFC, and I think it's been a meaningful period of time. Yeah, March last year. So it'll be a year and a half. Amazing. And of course, before that, he loses Paulo Costa. Hasn't won. Golly, he hasn't won since Luke Rockhold in 2018. Okay. But he has fought the tops of the division, Robert Whittaker, Paulo Costa, Israel Adesanya, arguably the top 3 in the division. At least some of those are top 5. Phil Davis, on the other hand, just lost to Nemkov. What took him to a decision? How about his second loss against Nemkov? For that, wins over Leon Machida, Carl Albrechtsen, Leon McGeary, Linton Vishal, Leo Leon. Oh my gosh, and another loss to Bader. What? I don't know, man. This is kind of a strange one for me. And let's see what the odds are. So the odds say they're near even. I don't know, man. I mean, Yoel did not look great against 2 middleweights that weren't very big middleweights, okay? Then you got Phil Davis, who's a big dude. I mean, he has to cut a bunch to get 205. I know everyone thinks Yoel looks huge. I think when you see him standing next to Phil Davis, it's not going to be so much. Not so much. And Phil can wrestle. Not so great on the feet. So, if this becomes a grappling exchange, then yes, that could be a problem for Phil. But I'm going to pick him to win. Been more active. We'll see. So Phil Davis for the win. And that's it for this week. Thanks for all those that listened. Sorry about the technical difficulties. And you can catch me on Call Me Out later tonight. So it would be 8 p.m. Eastern. It'd be 7 Central, 5 Pacific. But this is the MMA Fight Picks podcast. So thanks for watching.
Please remember to support the podcast by visiting the affiliate links on AaronSaysWhat.com.